It's common knowledge that Agradaa is a scammer. And there's no lying about it. There's no mincing of words about this. Agradaa doesn't lie about the fact that she's a scam. She's been reported to the police services severally. She's been arrested many a time. And there's this common knowledge that whenever she gets arrested, she gives bribe. I blame it all on the authorities of Ghana. Agradaa is doing everything she's doing, and she can openly, verbally say that I will kill you. Because Agradaa went to this fetish priest that he wants some charm so that they will buy her stuff. I think Agradaa used to sell second-hand clothing. So Akufo wasn't in support of Agradaa having the charm for the second-hand clothing. And I think one thing led to the other, and then they got a child together. Agradaa is one of the gods that the father was using. According to Abraham, Agradaa used to sleep with other men, even in the shrine. And even one time, Akufo even came to witness it. So there was a division. Agradaa went back to her, and the man gave her an idol that calls people, that brings people to you. So Agradaa has been arrested several times. People have reported her several times, but then every time she gets away and she says, "Who say woman power no day?" And those are the people that Agradaa hangs around. Pick them up, give them a gun, because we saw some of them holding guns the other time. We saw some of the boys from Agradaa's house holding gun out the other time. The people who were in the car that Sarah gave her gold to Agradaa were the Obofour. And there was also another guy, I've forgotten his name. I don't know where that guy is at the moment. That guy used to be around Kudos and Mike. But Agradaa has made sure, that's why she was trying to silence the Ochiami, because according to what we heard, Agradaa tried to kill him. And the Obofour is now on the run.
Abuja smart TV so ne nyina ebe ya wo esisi de ufa media ne so a ade ba ko a trend pa na se trend ba ko a sisi nam atentan video social media so pa Sara good ene maami Agada ho nsensem uyi na McBrown efu ana sisi Sara good ena sisi trend na nsem ma ko a anytime bi ebebe na ebisa ne se adentina Sara say maami Agada agine goda adentina won fa sansim nyina enkoda court. Na nsema aya Sara so eka se wono so any evidence, because you know him say court ho de emfa say no kra wo ka evidence ena yehia fact, but esan say Sara good any evidence nti ontimi enko court maami Agada so de bia o the pressure man say ommo mu fasa asem we enko court, but ene finally obi ana o witness to Sara good any maami Agada that is in the background time o share konfuduma nyina ase no and they were babonting at the Tirimukes ababigo. But before then, before Sabi running said Meso say, and then your first time I'll show you videos here. Now I subscribe am I Uria now don't say hit notification for fair senior update for be a webia on our the first person on sa Ebekasa update. Nabuzan for Yabekaya, Sara good one sense my training and a jack court and some more say more from court near the day. Enti mami ababonten e de ntiremu ye kasa ntiremu a chese odi ntiremu ankasa a kire omo na omoka eye mami Agada ho e ma omo je Sara ni gold no ene kwan fa so mami Agada ebe ye konfo ba abusunya wa kire mami Agada se bibia mami Agada e sha se free nyina meye sure se time na mami Agada e sha se no owo hobi enti wa kirem ama yati asiye se na maami Agada kwa no ton ne mabu kantamanto na ne ma no na ekuno kon ho ene na ogina kwan ho a wo ton ansana odi kowura konfu ne mam odi kowura konfu dumam na sta kwan ho a ofa so di kowura konfu dumam ne ma bi si ho e ma rape bi kura koso ni nyina maame na ache yenko na enkoti ni nyina utie ni so na o chewadwe o comment section ama aha smart TV.
Hello everyone. The weather today is too cold. Okay, so I just want to say my take on this ongoing Sarah's gold issue. Okay. So well, I've been on this Facebook since 2019. It's not been long at all. And that was when Talking Point was really in the season, yeah. And that was the time that Agradaa was saying that she's going to get rid of all these Azan men of God and that she is going to make sure that there's no Azan man of God in Ghana. And then Agradaa used to say that if she is to become a woman of God, she will not even take offering. She'll be dashing people money and things like that. I'm sure some people can relate to what I'm talking about. So it was those times, and it's common knowledge that Agradaa is a scammer. And there's no lying about it. There's no mincing of words about this. And even Agradaa did even say that was when the fight was really on between people who were supporting Ngege and others, that Ngege is John. But if Ngege is to be in Ghana, she will scam Ngege, that Ngege will go to the market to sell off her underpants and bring her the money as well. So that is admitting that, yes, I am a scam. Agradaa doesn't lie about the fact that she's a scam. She's been reported to the police services severally. She's been arrested many a time. And there's this common knowledge that whenever she gets arrested, she gives bribe. It's a common knowledge. She gives bribe. Because to me, she didn't struggle to get that money. If you struggle to earn that money, you will think twice before you offer people huge sums of bribe. Even quite recently, not long ago, when Agradaa decided that she wants to have Kudos arrested, we all heard how Agradaa was talking in the police station, as if she is giving orders to the police to prosecute Kudos. We all heard it, and it's just such an embarrassing thing to listen to, that we're supposed to have the police and the security systems to protect Ghana. But oh no, I blame it all on the authorities of Ghana. Agradaa is doing everything she's doing, and she can openly, verbally say that I will kill you. Me and my husband, we are criminals. I am in the UK, and there was a case with one of the army guys with the Ministry of Defense. And this guy was saying that, suing the Ministry of Defense, that he went on training, and then during the training, he hurt his leg. So he's unable to walk without crutches. So if the case was going to court, back and forth, then on his social media, they found out that he was doing a party on social media and jumping up and down with no aid. So that was when they found out that, really, you said you got a broken leg or a damaged leg and you can't walk. What is this? So when they showed her that, when they showed him what is this, that was when the case came crumbling down. You see, truth is one. Truth is one. And I think everyone deserves to know the truth. Yeah. And we have to speak the truth. There's no mention of words here. Agradaa in her life, from what we've heard, through Mike Playhouse, and other people who used to be closer to her, she's never ever worked in her life. This is a woman, and even with her lifestyle, Agradaa will say she's got about 4 versions of everything that she says. We heard about the things that she does and the things that has happened in her life through when she was having this heated argument with Afia David, that's One Gig's wife's sister. we heard everything that was said. We know that Agradaa never had any powers, as in calling herself a Komfo, because Agradaa was like a Kromfo instead of a Komfo. The priest, you know, the Komfo, the one who lives in Nkoko or whatever, the one that he went to for them to slaughter that sheep on Pepdonko, that is Agradaa's ex-husband or ex-partner, because we don't know whether they did the rights as a husband, because I heard, well, we all heard this man had about 4 wives. Yeah. So the thing that went on is that Abraham, there's a gentleman called Abraham, again, he came on the media. He was a couple's son, and a couple is the fetish priest that Agradaa got acquainted with. Yeah, and they've got a son together. So it was this fetish priest who came to open a branch of his shrine at Soweto. And that was the same time, because Agradaa went to this fetish priest that he wants some charm so that they will buy her stuff. I think Agradaa used to sell second-hand clothing. And from what we heard, the second-hand clothing, she was just taking about 2 pieces or 3 pieces, hung it on her shoulder, and just walk along with it. But she wanted to be prosperous. And Abraham said that a couple told her that she cannot be prosperous in that second-hand clothing selling, but she can be prosperous in the Kumawood series. In Kumawood is when they used to do those films and things. So a couple wasn't in support of Agradaa having the charm for the second-hand clothing, and I think one thing led to the other, and then they got a child together. So that time Agradaa was brought to Accra to live in the house where the shrine is, and according to Abraham, Agradaa said a lot of bad things about who was operating the shrine, and then the husband made her go to sit to watch over who was operating the shrine. And according to Abraham, Agradaa is one of the gods that the father was using, one of the idols the father was using, and Agradaa wanted that particular god or whatever to speak through her. And they said there's a ritual that they did, and according to Abraham, they did that ritual, and that idol didn't pick Agradaa. So, and because again, according to Abraham, Agradaa used to sleep with other men even in the shrine, and even one time a couple even came to witness it. So there was a division, and a couple took all his idols back to Nkoko or whatever. And then, according to Abraham, Agradaa told a couple that, oh, but they sell all these things at art center. So according to Abraham, Agradaa went and buy all those things, the dolls and the things from art center, and then decided to use that to become Okomfo. Okay. So I think this one, I will do it in parts because there's a few things to talk about before I get to whatever I want to. So I will use this as a part 1. Watch out for part 2. So this is part 2. So according to Abraham, Agradaa went to buy those things. That was when he started using them. And I think Agradaa always had her way with the fetish priest. So I think Agradaa went back to her, and the man gave her an idol that calls people, that brings people to you. I don't know. Again, that's what Abraham said. And that is where Abraham said Agradaa became a scammer. And that was what he will tell you that she's got Sikagari. So when you come there, and Agradaa got 2 TV stations. And I blame Ghana authorities. Agradaa is somebody they shouldn't give a TV license. Agradaa shouldn't be operating a TV station, because that's where he does all the adverts. And one of the people who used to work with Agradaa said that Agradaa says that they be akwasi bedroom. And do you know that learning disability, dyslexia, mental health, they are all real. Most people in Ghana have got all these conditions, but because there's no support for them, they are not even identified. So if somebody has got autism or Asperger's and is on the spectrum, and then Agradaa sees Agradaa on TV, heavily clothed, because that's why she dresses like that. She dresses all those fancy way to prove that actually she's rich, so that you bringing your money will not think that, oh, she will scam me. But then when you come, you get the scam, because Agradaa will say on the TV that when you come, there and then, she will do the sikagari for you. But who has been to Agradaa and then got their money? They go for sikagari, and in the end, Agradaa will write a lotto number for them to go and put it under their pillow and sleep over it. And no lotto number of Agradaa was ever recorded that has won anything. No lotto number ever. So Agradaa has been arrested several times. People have reported her several times, but then every time she gets away and she says, who say Numa power no day? Because Agradaa, we know that people struggle in Ghana, but if an authority is taking bribe, and we all see it on the roads in Ghana, even sometimes you see that this car is not even fit to be on the road, but the policeman will take something small in his hand and let the car pass. And there is no justice in Ghana. There's no truth in Ghana. And I keep saying it rots from the top. Because it rots from the top, that is why those beneath can also do the bribery and corruption. And it's a shame. It is a shame. Look at the residents of Ghana, the citizens of Ghana. Look how poor their lifestyle is. The rich keeps getting richer. And the poor keeps getting poorer. Look at the drinking state of water in Ghana. It's like everything is just going backwards and backwards and backwards. And I think if we start with these small things, like getting rid of all these people who said, bring money, I will double it for you. You can't say that we court. The mere fact that the person didn't travel to the spirit land, and Agradaa told me to come to her shrine, took all my mobile, because Agradaa has always got men, muscled men around her, and those are boys and men who has been disappointed by their parents. You have a child. You can't cater for this child. The child drops out of school. The child starts smoking substances. The child's drinking alcohol, getting drunk all the time. And those are the people that Agradaa hangs around. Pick them up. Give them a gun. Because we saw some of them holding guns the other time. We saw some of the boys from Agradaa's house holding gun the other time. There are some things happening, but people turn a blind eye. And if somebody is hungry and they go and cut somebody's plantain or cassava, they imprison them because they don't have money to pay a bribe. It's such a shameful act. So let's move from there. I've said my piece. Yeah. So from what Abraham has said, what Afia David have said, what other people come to say, Agradaa is a scammer, and she even admits it. So obviously, Agradaa has been advertising on TV. Which appropriate or which true Kofi will advertise on TV? It's through word of mouth. Somebody goes there, works for them, and they will tell the other person to go there again. Go there so that it works for them. Because how many people have been to Agradaa? Because they said you go, take your money there. You want sikagari. Agradaa will tell you that, oh, go and bring more money. So they will take that money they've taken. And people do say that Agradaa is always sat at the desk. So Agradaa takes the money. And then when you go inside, it's like a chamber and a hall. So when you go into the chamber, that is when you see Agrada's charming. Weren't we all on the media when we heard that Agrada's charming has been they tried to kill Agrada's previous Kofi with a gun. He had gunshot wounds. According to him, he reported, but still nothing has been done of it. And Agradaa can verbally say that I will kill him. And somebody from a right source, the people who were in the car that Sarah gave her gold to Agradaa were the Obofour, and there was also another guy, I've forgotten his name. I don't know where that guy is at the moment. That guy used to be around Kudos and Mike. I've forgotten the name of that guy. Even Agradaa has mentioned the name of that guy was also in, and there was another guy in as well. So there were 3 men in the car with Agradaa when she took Sarah's gold. But Agradaa has made sure, that's why she was trying to silence the Ochiami, because according to what we heard, Agradaa tried to kill him. And the Obofour is now on the run. So everywhere that Obofour, because I quite remember the Obofour came to speak on, I've forgotten whose show, and also spoke on, Obofour, I've heard Obofour on the social media twice, talking about his experience, you know. Agradaa bribed the Obofour's girlfriend or the Obofour's wife and managed to get access to the Obofour. It's like, money is the root of all evil. And Ghana, because of poverty, everybody wants money. So even if you give them money, they will betray their own parents or their own husbands or their own wives. That's the way it is. And that's because even I've heard it. How many radio presenters have gone back to Agradaa to collect money back from her for people who've been to her, were people she scammed? How many presenters? A lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them. And again, how many people have said with chest out that the experience Agradaa gave them was inhumane? And he's got all those people there who are always under the influence of alcohol, doing horrible and nasty things. See this bigger quiz that Agradaa used to do Zikagari with. He doesn't even have a piece of land. He doesn't even have a 1 room to his name. But he is the one who was doing that. So because he was a public figure, people trusted the system. And even according to Jam, most Kumewood people did get scammed because of Bigger Quiz. And we heard the altercation between Bigger Quiz and Lewin, that Bigger Quiz begged Lewin to live in one of Lewin's houses that turned into a brouhaha. We all know, you even see Agrada's brother. What is they say? Who worked with Agradaa? Who is rich? None of them. All the money went to Agradaa. And I keep saying, how much did she get in Sikagari? How much did Agradaa get in Sikagari? Bearing in mind all the bribes that she's paying. So she did take gold. I don't think it's only Sarah's gold. Me, 98%, I'll put my hand on my chest and say that Agradaa took Sarah's gold. 98%. Based on what I've seen about Agradaa. Agradaa lies all the time. This is part 2. Look out for part 3.